Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Natural Cycle, a channel where we attempt to solidify the absolute. We appreciate you joining us. Thanks for tuning us in. I'm your host, Trail Talk Nick. Today's talk, Transcending Negativity. So the true path of transcendence is to get first past that negative influence in your life. It's like a forum. It keeps you iconoclast inside of it. You become completely anchored in that forum. So transcending that negativity, it's definitely not easy, and there's a lot of it out there. Many facets of it coming your way constantly. And the energy, even if subliminal or covert, is real, and you have to deal with it, It's going to come in your field, and you have to filter it out of you. There's no way out of it. So how do you do that? How do you transcend negativity? Definitely a very hard thing to do. There's a lot of ways you can try it to transcend negativity. Positive mental attitude is one. That's a real good just preset. That when the mind drifts into negativity, you tell yourself, you know what, I'm going to stay positive. Now, negative influence can also be like fear, anger. And so if there's a lot of people trying to trigger these negative responses, they're ultimately going to negate you and keep you, again, in that forum. And so fear, anger, hostility, greed, that's another one, kind of negative. All these things, they're going to keep you essentially becoming affected in your mind, And so really it boils down to that positive mental attitude, It's a real quick way. That if it's fear, whatever it is, wherever the mind drifts, you're going to want to take it and say, hey, look, positive mental attitude. I need to stay fixed there. That's simple. And so another, good idea, this would be my number 2, is I remember one time I ended up thinking, the littler I try to actually expect this outcome, then the less I am upset about the outcome's inevitability of being different than my expectations. And so you need to go in not expecting much, but from out of yourself throughout the day, and so you can't expect much from people is my point, and what they do or the situations or the weather, any of these things, you can't change that, and they're going to come. And so you need to not expect anything and accept the outcome, but stay expecting yourself to be, achieving what you know you can. So don't derive your day off of the outcomes and your expectations. Derive your day's pleasure from you just transcending and going hard, and trying to do your best to get through your negativity in your mind, because that's really where all this stuff is born. It's all going on in the head, and you got to keep that psychology positive and staying positive mental attitude and being real about the expectations and just keeping access to your day's transition and progression. Stay always focused on that. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Natural Cycle. Have a good day.